siempre igual para los dos. Cuando escuches la canción que nos canta el corazón, no preguntes la razón, es amor. Los dos juntos notarán cómo laten al compás y feliz comprenderás es amor. Cuando escuche la canción que nos canta el corazón, no pregunte la razón, es amor. Los dos juntos notarán cómo laten al compás y feliz comprenderán es amor.
Baby, can't you see my reason? How can you blame me to do what I did? Had to be unkind, had to show my right to leave you You know I don't hate you. I tried so hard, but baby I just can't take it. You hurt my heart. I had to prove it. I can leave you, girl.
Fuck the Confederacy and a happy Juneteenth, one and all. It's Desperate Losers.
Welcome. It is Thursday, people. With me as always, Chris Creature. Happy Juneteenth to you. I'll put my glasses on so I don't have a headache. Happy Juneteenth, everyone who celebrates, and a hearty fuck you to everyone who doesn't. Go fuck yourself for not celebrating this country actually sort of halfway becoming a democracy. God, we have so much to do today, Chris. So much.
It's jam-packed. It is jam-packed.
It's a jam-packed episode. I'm going to ask everybody to hold your calls for a moment because there's some stuff we have to get to before we take calls. Not the least of which is that we have a backlog of street teams. Every single episode for the last 2 weeks, I have meant to get to this, and we haven't, because we always get a call, like right in there, right at the beginning, and I have terrible ADD, and we don't get to it. So we are going to do those street teams right now, give out some points. So there it is. You know the drill. We have these signs. You put them up. You get 20 points. This one's from Shifty from a couple weeks back. Shifty learned something about himself. He grew as a person. He went to the George Michael cover band extravaganza. Put one of these up for us in a porta potty. That's going to be 20 points on the board for Shifty there. We went on a little journey with Sun King. Sun King took us on a little trip. Threw one on a trash can. That's going to be 20 points for Sun King for throwing one on at the Walmart. I like the little trip that Sun King went on. I like how creative that was. Chris, give him an extra 5. Another 5 for Sun King for the little travel narrative. We also got this from Alien Bob. This is 2 separate ones. I believe these are 2 separate bathrooms somewhere in the Carolinas. So that's going to be 40 points for Alien Bob. I told Alien Bob that if we get a phone call from these, normally if we get a phone call from one, it's going to be 100 points. These are so filthy and so wretched that if we get a bathroom call from one of the Carolinas, this is North Carolina, he's saying. If we get a phone call from a North Carolina bathroom, I'm going to say 200 points, just because that is disgusting. I can't imagine anybody is going to call in for that. We also got this one from Shifty. Shifty put up, it's not really a flyer, but in the most technical sense, he illegibly did put the phone number up, so it sort of counts. So let's give Shifty another 20 there for this one. And then this one, Chris, the next one, very controversial. Got this from Sapphire Blue Ink. Did not come through the regular channels. This came to us over the Discord. By the way, if you're not following us on the Discord, there's the link. Join the Discord. And I didn't know what to make of this, because in the strictest sense, not a flyer, not quite a street. I mean, it is literally street teaming for the show. Yeah,
street.
But there's no phone number, there's no handle, there's no way to know what this is. So I feel like I want to give it half points, and I'm going to announce something else with this, because this has been controversial. People want to submit on the Discord, and Chris, we are now going to start accepting submissions on the Discord. But we're going to have to charge a 2.5% processing fee for coming through the Discord. So if you want full points, you do it on the email. If you want the convenience of the Discord, we're taking a convenience fee of 2.5%. So 19 points for a submission on the Discord, full 20 for the email. You know,
I
and
feel
that's
like
how
it
it
should
goes.
be a bigger percentage because it's more than 2%.
No, that's like, but that's a standard like credit card fee. I feel like
Oh, good. I'm glad we're emulating the credit card company.
Yeah, when I think about what I want this show to become, I think about Chase Bank. I would like this show to just be ripping people off for points. Our points are basically just that the Patty's Pub dollars from that one episode of It's Always Sunny. You know, like we've created our own economy that we are pouring money into. We've spent more than $2,000 on this show. We get no returns from it. But we do scratch to try to. There is always the chance that this show could end up with $1 million. And I think we will go ahead, and if you wanted to call in, you can call in. We'll do some scratchers. Yes, Shoe Fresh. Tariffs have hit Desperate Losers. We're preparing for it. Chris, I'm thinking. You know, we've not had a whole lot of luck with our Santeria oils, and I'm thinking that I'm the problem. I'm not willing to discount the Santeria oils. I think that it's me. I think I've been doing it wrong. I've been putting the oils on me and not the knife.
Oh.
I think if we bless the knife with this
Then
money,
the knife will do the scratching.
the knife does the scratching. So we're going to
Now,
get some of that oil on there.
My
There we
question
go.
for you is, is there anything that these oils smell like? Like, can you like be like, oh, this one smells like cinnamon, or like, because there's one that I think vaguely smells like Lever 2000.
This one's kind of minty. I'm thinking the Dinero is kind of minty,
I
but
have
it
one too.
smells kind of like ass the way a Jolly Rancher does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Smells-
does have. There's something else in there, like cedar maybe.
Yeah.
Also, I was asked if we combine all of these oils together, will it smell like Desperate Losers?
Yes. In fact, let's get a little desperation oil on the knife, just to really like cover our bases.
This one, which he's applying right now, definitely it definitely has a sort of floral scent. Like I'm definitely getting like
Yeah, it's got like a lavender situation going on.
no,
I
not
think.
lavender. It's maybe unless you have a different scent. I mean, who knows what they're putting in these things, but it's definitely like I'm thinking rose or lilac.
I think it's lavender.
Lavender's
But I could be. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Ooh,
I'm-
this one smells like Calvin Klein Obsession.
It very well could be knockoff Calvin Klein Obsession, because let me tell you something about all of these companies that make these in Miami, these little Santeria oils. All of them double as perfume ripoff companies.
So, fun fact about Calvin Klein's Obsession. For years, they kept trying to trap tigers with different like lures. They were using meats and pheromones. Nothing was working. Finally, one day, the tiger goes ape over somebody who's. And this is a real story. You can read this on the Bronx Zoo tiger exhibit. And it turns out that the thing that draws tigers in more than anything else is Calvin Klein's Obsession for Men.
Wow.
And so now in the field, tiger scientists use it to lure in tigers for you know.
I just
testing.
love the idea of all of these tiger scientists just stanking of Calvin Klein Obsession for Men. Let's get some winning numbers out here. Chat, I'm going to scratch off 5. What do you think they're going to be? Let's get them in. They're 10 points a pop if you're right. This is 50 points on the line. Get them in. Chris, I would like you to also play for the orphans. What do you think? Any points that you win, I'm gonna give them to an orphanage of our choosing.
I need to choose 5 numbers.
Yeah, I need 5 numbers from you. Shifty's going with the all 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna do 12, 29, 7. Wait, I meant to do 17. I did
That's all right. It's a 71. Play it as it lays. play it as it lays. Let's get them in. All right, we're scratching. We're scratching. The first one, oh man, fucked right out the gate, Chris. It's a 17. What are the odds? What are the odds?
The odds by which I lose are more impressive than the odds by which I win.
But what are the odds that you could have won this and didn't? This is, I'm going to say this. The oil and the scratch dust, not a winning combination. Not a winning combination. Did anyone have... Oof.
The old Zippo bang, and that's what it is.
All right, that's a point for Shifty. Shifty sent us some drops. He called in the number. He left us a message, and now he earns royalties every time we use one of his drops. Let's see the next number. It's a 12. I feel like I saw a 12.
Can we give Shifty a 1.5 because this half-point thing is driving me crazy?
No, we're not gonna give Shifty a 1.5. Absolutely not. Shifty is gonna have half points. That's... Anybody have a 12, Chris?
Let's take a look. Yes, Sun King, as usual, coming in hot right from the beginning.
Love it, love it. Sun King. Whoa! That's... Oh, no, I thought that was a win for us, but no, it's not. It's a 19. Any 19s out there? And I'm going to keep going.
No.
I'm just going all the way. 14. Any 14s out there?
Don't worry, Pustu, I gave myself points.
And the last one is 4.
Or the orphans,
19, 14, and 4. From this oily knife that I found under a mattress as a child in the great state of Kentucky. Anybody in on this action, Chris? Do we have any 19, 14, 4s out there?
We have a 4 for Visk.
Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, you know what? That's not bad. That's going to be 10 points for Visk. Maybe we should take a look at that leaderboard. We have not looked at that yet.
Give me 1 second. I'm adding Visk's points and
Alrighty.
reorganizing, and we're good to go.
Here we go. Ooh, McDykel still high atop at 10,009, but Shifty is on his heels with 858.5 points. Sun King with 801. Pooh Stew with 777. Avi 773. I wonder if we will hear from Avi today. Visk at 559. Ooh, I like it. Bone Amputee 548. Clarky here 510. Jubakis at 430. Starshine Kitten at 400. You know what? A lot of those 400 points, they came when Matt was just giving out 400 points for a call. I would... Shoe Fresh, you call in from the airport. I'm gonna be willing to honor that, Matt deal. I'm gonna give you 400 points for the call and really get this thing crack-a-lackin'.
And also, to be frank, I mean, people who called in that day, they're still on the leaderboard, beating out long time.
They are
Viewers.
I know. A lot of long-time viewers, pretty far down. I'm gonna tell you what, long-time viewers who aren't usual callers, I'm gonna do you 200.
Sun
Shoe
King,
Fresh,
don't call in.
yeah, Sun King, don't call in.
You've
So,
gotta
I
be
like the
really-
mystery of Sun King. You know, have no idea what's going on in Sun
I
King's
still think
life.
he's the computer in the cave in that Star Trek episode.
Well, the computer in the cave apparently has a car. Oh, there's Visk. Hey, Visk.
Long time no talkie. How you been?
It has. Hold on, Visk. We're getting another call from a strange number. Hold on a second. Just one moment.
Then I can call.
Hello, who is this?
Hey, this is Shoe Fresh.
Shoe Fresh. That's going to be 400 points for you. I love it. I love it.
It was too enticing not to call in.
I
just
know.
I'm literally on the jetway, about to step onto a Southwest Airlines flight to Austin.
What's the scene? Who's the worst person in the line? describe them in such a way that they'll definitely know you're talking about them.
All right. Well, I got to be kind of quiet over here. I don't want to give my position away here. But I was at the back of the A boarding group, and you probably realize this Southwest Airlines is catapult seating, at least for the next few weeks. I think that changes on July 1st. Good morning. How are you doing today? I'm great, thank you.
He's literally boarding a plane.
There was a guy who was in the B boarding group who was trying to get in with the A's.
Ooh.
I mean, in the large litany of crimes you could pull on an airplane, that's pretty small. But
I don't know. I feel like it's
Still
right up
no-
there with tampering with a smoke detector.
oh, you
Getting
can't
in-
do that.
Like the rigid class system of the airline boarding system, it must be enforced. It's the whole reason this country has police officers. It's just to enforce this
Does anybody
rigid
sit in
class
here?
system.
Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna take the aisle right here, guys. I'm taking an aisle seat. I'm gonna put the
Nice.
phone down.
Nice.
Oh, that's right, because they don't assign seats in Southwest. You just get on and grab
Yeah,
one.
you just get on. It's like a bus.
Yeah, you do for the next few days. Actually, July 1st, I believe they do ticketed seating. But yeah, I think this is probably my last flight that's going to be like this.
Wow. Shoot, I feel
I
like
don't know if I've.
we're getting a real a lot of travel tips from you. I feel like this should be a regular thing. You should call in every week with some just some updates for people who might be traveling, some advice. I would give you 25 points a
Tales
pop.
from the airport.
Yes, doesn't have to be from airport.
Yeah, that's it.
It could be from the downtown Greyhound bus stop. In fact, that's almost better. Any travel tips. Anytime you want to call in with a travel tip, shoot, I'm going to say 25 points.
If I'm getting booked on a bus for my travel for work, I'm going to need more than 25 points for the.
You know what?
That's your job's problem, not our problem.
In this economy, shoot, you cannot be too picky. You know, they're all going to replace us with AI. If you got to get on the bus, you got to get on the bus.
That's true. Travel beggars cannot be travel choosers, I suppose.
Exactly.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have time to scratch, but I had to get those 400 points. I'd be
Nice.
a fool not to. So,
Yeah, you'd
I
be a
just
fool
wanted
not
call in
to.
and
Well,
say hi.
watch next week, and we'll show you the leaderboard and the prize wall, and you can see what you can do with those 400 points.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting! It's like old Wheel of Fortune. Can I put the rest of my money on towards a gift certificate?
You absolutely
Yes, kind
can.
of.
Yeah. This whole show is basically just a gift certificate.
I love it. It is, and it's one of my favorites. It's great to talk to you guys, and give my love to Matt. I'll talk to y'all soon.
We will. Thank you so much for calling.
Sorry, bye.
Going back to Visk. Visk, are you there?
I am still here. Of course I'm still here.
Wow. I love that. You know, we heard from Shu on the first episode back. Oh, Clarky is here in the chat. Nice. Nice to see you, Clarky. Visk, kind of nice to see old faces. I feel like, I don't know what, there's something in the air. There's something about Juneteenth. All the old faces coming back.
Well, it's a special day besides being Juneteenth, and there's two reasons why. I posted one already. It's also Garfield the Cat's birthday, canonically.
Oh, Garfield the cat.
And number
Well-noted
two, today
misanthrope.
is also, coincidentally, today is also my 9-year wedding anniversary.
Whoa! Congratulations.
I would have her talk too, but she's sleeping in today deservedly.
Yeah. I believe that there is at our Connecticut headquarters. I believe that there is a beautiful rubber hand tattooed by Mrs. Visk.
A certain Scrimshaw style.
Yes, I have seen it with mine own eyes, and flopped it around. It's really excellent work. I think there's a kraken on it, right? There's like a big giant squid situation.
You know,
Wow.
It's been a while since I actually got to see it myself, so I'm having a hard time remembering it.
It's a
Because
good
it
one.
was like on a very soft style
Are you-
mannequin hand.
Are you
Next
married
time,
to Duke Riley? Who's a, by the way, famed modern scrimshaw artist? Ask me how I know.
How do you know, Chris?
Because he used to be a tattoo artist, and I desperately wanted a tattoo from him. But then he moved into fine art, and now he basically does scrimshaw on garbage, and it sells for $1 million.
Wow. So tattoo probably would be 20, 30 grand.
I know, not gonna happen now.
Not gonna happen. Visk, would you like to play a little pre-qualifying game to figure out how many scratches I'm gonna give you on $1 million gold?
Could it be Larry King 5?
That is going to be an advanced game. You got to earn a Larry King 5s. But I'll tell you what, instead of the scratches, if you do well enough in the pre-qualifying game, I will give you the opportunity to play Larry King 5s. Let's play a little round of Who Is That?
Who is that? And who is he? We know who he is, but what about them? They look familiar, but does she and her? The answers to these questions could win you prizes galore. All of this. Who is that?
There it is. This person, Visk, I'm going to give you a free hint right off the top. This person is so famous that they're actually on a quarter.
They're on a quarter.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
You would
Oh, I
get...
have a timer now. Jeez, I didn't see that because of the delay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to... This is... you would get probably murdered if you didn't know this was in Miami.
Well, I've never been to Florida in my life, believe it or not.
Well, this person also
Like
lived
everyone
in New
on the sun has
Jersey.
been to Florida except for me. Also, what?
Also lived in New Jersey. This
And
person
actually
was,
has
also
a
a-
rest stop.
Oh, that's where
Yes.
I was yesterday.
has a New Jersey rest stop named for her.
You could go see her wig.
Has wigs. Okay. Ah, shit. This is a tough one for me. It shouldn't be, but it is. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Ooh, Visk, getting close here.
Oh gosh, the fact that the countdown shakes like that is very nerve-wracking.
Isn't
Oh.
that Celia Cruz?
It is! It is! I'm going to
Oh.
give it to you because you got it before the reveal. It is Celia Cruz. I'm going to call that a win. Visk, excellent work. So, Visk, I'm going to give you the opportunity, since you got this, to decide what we do next. Do you want the rest of this card? We're talking 12 scratches, or would you like 5 scratches on Larry King 5s?
Oh, that's a tough call. Is Post doing the chat? Because I know he loves that Larry King game.
Yes, but the Larry King game belongs to no one. And I'm doing them 5 scratches at a time to kind of conserve the cards. So, give you the 5 Larry Kings or 12 real-life chances at $1 million gold. I'll tell you what, if we won $1 million, Visk, I'll throw you something. I have to figure out what it is, but we'll throw you something.
A percent. One
Yeah.
single percent.
1 single percent of it. That's a lot of money on $1 million. Maybe 0.5%.
0.5%'s fine.
Yeah.
Even 0.25%'s fine.
But that's real money. Now, of course, you play Larry King 5s, you could win a lot of points. This is a game where people really clean up.
That's a lot of points for advertising my channel.
It's true. You've already got your ad in the intro. It pops up probably like at least every other episode.
He's
I
just
know,
gonna
I
slowly
appreciate that
keep
still.
passing
By the
them
way,
in
if
till
you're
it's
not
all-
if you're not watching Visk play Atlas, you got to get in on that before it ends, because he's really fucking shit up. He's putting rhinos in people's offices. It's a real messy situation. You're just at Visk on the old
Yeah,
Twitcheroo?
it's the same name on here on Twitch.
Nice.
And the recent one was an elephant in the Admiral's office.
Nice.
Sounds like
Uh,
I'm just saying he's to address the elephant in the room.
I feel like elephant in the or what was it? Rhino in the administrator's
Elephant.
office.
Elephant in the Admiral office.
Operations building.
Yeah, in the operations building. That sounds like a sex move to me. Be a good one for.
I mean, it did react in a very large tantrum to the guy who owns the office, and it was great.
I don't even know how you get it out.
It's recorded, too.
Nice. Get in there. Sun King threw the link up there. Follow him. By the way, follow us. We're only 10 followers away from our goal. I don't know what happens when we hit our goal, but we changed our goal. It used to be we needed 900,000 followers. Felt a little unrealistic, so I brought it down to a mere 100. We need those followers. We're trying.
I just broke the 200 mark myself recently, so I'm actually surprised many people wanted to actually ever watch me.
Congratulations, man. That's excellent news. So what do you want to do, Visk? I need a decision here.
You know what? Let's share the tickets, everybody in the chat. So let's do 5 on the ticket, and then do Larry King.
You're going to do 5 on the ticket, and then you want to do Larry King? That was not on offer. I'll tell you what. I will give you.
My mistake. I got mixed up.
I will give you 5 on the ticket, and I will give you 3 on Larry King.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
I got mixed up on that. I got mixed up. I apologize.
Yeah, give us 5 numbers. This is open to chat. Let's get it in. Ooh, Avi can't call in, but I'm glad you're watching, Avi. Glad you are watching. Always nice to see the Avster.
5, 18, 21.
Hold on. 5,
29.
18, 21. What was the fourth one?
29.
29. What do you got for 5?
33.
33. I feel like you do 33 a lot. I like it.
That's supposed to more than me.
Oh. Well, they go by so quick. I'm not always sure who's got what. All right. Clarky, give us all 5 numbers. We're doing all 5 numbers. Let's take a look at our numbers. Here's the first one coming in with this knife, this oiled Santeria knife that I found under a hotel mattress in Kentucky as an 11-year-old boy. First number, 22. Not a winner for us. Not a winner for Visk. Is it a winner for anyone else?
It's a winner for Sun King.
Nice!
Obviously.
Sun King.
And Bone Amputee.
Whoa! Let's see the prizes. Let's see what
and
else we're
Clarky
playing
here, apparently. Also, Shifty, you gave us 6 numbers.
I've only got 5. From,
Yeah. That's 6. Drop off the 17. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. 500. All right, these are the prizes we're playing for. Whoa, that's a jackpot. That's a jackpot. Wow. That could be a big one for us. All right. So we are looking at a $20 prize. For the next one, let's get it scratched off. Clarky abstaining from the points. It's a 9. Anybody have a 9 out there? Not going to do it for Visk. Not going to do it for us. Anybody else have that 9?
I'm not seeing one.
I don't see any 9s.
Oh! Oops, wrong one.
My furnace stopped working because there was a dead bat in it.
Classic.
Ew.
Classic.
What?
Classic. All right, let's take a look at the next one. It's a 16. Anybody got a 16 out there? Not going to do it for us. Not going to do it for Visk.
Nada.
Nope, no 16s today.
Horrible!
Shifty's making points, though. That would have been $500. God, that would have been nice. That would be a drop in the bucket as far as our spendings have gone.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is a very unlucky 13 for us, because by the Alien Bob principle, this card is a loser. It's a 13.
Not if your
not gonna
Bruno's
do
your
it.
cat guy, also.
Yeah, Cat Guy got one. Or a 10, I should say.
And Shifty.
All right. This is the jackpot. I feel like we need a drum roll for this one. It's a 6. Sadly, we did not win $1 million. Not going to do it for you either, Visk. Did anybody out there, Chris, have a 6?
Bruno, it's an alien Bob again.
Yep.
God damn. This is a real winning card for everybody but us. Have
I'm
we,
still a winner today. I got 9 years of my life.
let's take a look at the prize wall, because I feel like a lot of points going around, and there is a new item that got unlocked. Visk, are you excited to see this?
I am very excited to see what the new item is.
Let's find out.
Prize wall. Hachi, mama, these prizes are the tits.
Thank you, Howard. So, as usual, 25 points will get you an NFT. Not necessarily a picture of Matt's dead dog taking a shit, but it could be. 100 points, we will put your ad in our countdown. 200 points, this is my favorite one. I don't know why more people don't cash this in. You get the Kojak cards. You get actual physical media. 1970s trading cards. 300 points gets you that roast from Geraldo. These things get hundreds of views, and you could roast anything, any one of your choosing. 500 points, still this one's never been cashed in. You get to see the nighttime private thoughts of Larry King. 650 points, our meanest point. You take 200 points away from someone else, and these are leaderboard points. Someone will go down in the rankings. Yours 650 means 200 points to someone else. You guys could join forces and start to bring old, what's his nuts, Sleeve McDykel down. But this is the new one. 750 points will get you an actual physical LP from our ultra rare music collection. The music you're hearing right now could be yours for 750 points.
I am genuinely now trying to go for 750 now.
I mean, I've got some great records, some great fucking records to give out, and I'll tell you what, we hadn't talked about this, Chris, but I'm feeling wild. I will, if you get one of those LPs, I will throw in a Kevin Dobson.
Wow. And
That's
what
a
kid
record-
doesn't want a Dobson?
And a Dobson. Who doesn't want a Dobson? Look at this Dobson. Can I zoom in any more on that Dobson? Yes. Look at that.
And the fun
Dobson.
thing, if I get a record eventually, I can actually stream it through our Discord.
Nice. Yeah, by the way, you're watching and you're not on the Discord, you're a fucking fool. Because if you join the Discord, you're going to get a Scritchingo card. We are playing Scritchingo. Scritchingo is back, and it is available only on the Discord.
Were there any numbers for that today? I didn't even
We
think
have
about
not
that.
seen a Scritchingo number yet today. We have not seen it. Those are your 5 numbers. But I believe we have a little bit more business, Visk, because we got a hit. Larry King 5.
The nightly news is out, and Larry King is in.
What a way to make a living.
And there it is, the Larry King 5's board.
Heck yeah,
The-
new follower.
Oh, hello! Ringo Mingo gets 5 points, Chris.
Nice.
Thank you for
Also-
the follow, Ringo.
And I'd like to not thank you for the amount of chewing noises that you've layered into that Larry King intro.
I didn't layer those in. Those are actual Larry chews. That guy was just like hogging down on. By the way, if you want a good time, highly recommend that you watch the 60 Minutes episode about Larry King being the king of news, because you can so tell in all the B-roll they choose how much 60 Minutes fucking hates Larry King. Ooh, they are just so mean to him. So mean to him. Let's take a look at this board. We're looking at some winning guesses. I'm going to scratch off the eyes, and I'm going to give you all the opportunity for 10 points a pop to tell me who they are. If you get on the Visk train, if Visk answers this and you agree with Visk, it's going to be half points. It'll only be 5 points, but this is like a real points opportunity for everyone. So first person to get this person, ooh, I know who this is. This person, very famous in the 90s, but no one knows their name. Well, I bet somebody watching knows their name, but very few people would know the name. I'll take the who that person is over the name. This person, also very famous in the 80s and early 90s. Let's get another one in here. Oh, yes. This person. You haven't heard from this person in a long time. But that person, very famous in the 90s. Ooh, this person's still very famous. Still very famous. And the last one. This one's a tough one. This one is maybe the hardest one on the board. I would go double points on this one, Visk. You know who this is. I'm going to do 20s on that last one, number 5 position. You got any guesses? You got any sense of who these people might be?
I think number 4 is Magic Johnson.
Well, let's find out. Anyone in the chat, do you agree? Any guesses on that number 4? Visk is saying Magic Johnson. That would be 10 points for Visk. That's going to be 5 points if it's Magic Johnson for anybody who agrees. Game Quarter is going to agree with you. Pooh Stew coming in with Magic. Shifty coming in for the 5. Let's find out. This head is feeling very Magic Johnson. I think you've got it. It is Magic Johnson. That's going to be 10 for you and 5 for everybody who agreed. I'll give it to Shoe Fresh. I feel like that happened before we got the full scratch in there.
I've narrowed number 5 down to potentially 2 as well.
Okay, this is the big money one. If I will give you 20 points, I guarantee you're not going to get this one. But who do you think it might be?
It's either Linda McMahon
Ooh, good guess.
or Helen Reddy.
Helen Reddy. Excellent guesses. Excellent guesses. I'm going to give you the top of the head. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's neither of those people. I will accept guesses from the chat for this too. I'm going to give you. I'm feeling so confident you cannot get this person. I'm going to give you the first letter. This person's first name starts with an L. This is a tough one. This person would have been well known to people in the 90s, but now who fucking knows this person? Who could know this person? 20 points. Linda Lavin from Game Quarter. It is not. Normally I do not say whether it is or it isn't. Laura Bush from Shifty. Excellent guess. Not Laura Bush. Not Laura Bush.
I hope not. She killed a guy.
She did. She did. She did kill a man. Kind of gets glossed over.
It does.
And you'd think that if anyone was going to drunk drive kill someone, it would have been Georgie, not Laura.
Or the daughters.
Yeah. Vis, do you have a guess in here, or do you want me to just go ahead and rip it off? Because no one's going to
You know what? Just feel like a big Band-Aid. Rip that thing off.
Let's do it. Do you know, with the full face, who this is?
Sort of, but not a name.
Oh, hold on a second.
Like, I know the face.
Can you hold for just a moment? We're getting a call from Chronic Sonic. Just hold one moment.
By all means.
Hey, Chronic. Thank you for calling.
Hi, Buffet. Hi, friends. I'm sorry. I don't know how this works. It's my first time getting to watch you and call in.
Oh. Well, you want to call back as soon as we finish with Visk? I'll take you. And we'll play some games.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
All right. Talk to you then.
Call you soon. Bye.
Visk.
Yo.
Full face on the board. Do you know who this is? I'll still give you the 20.
I'm going to
I'm
follow
so
the
confident.
line from Game Quarter and go Linda Fiorentino.
Fiorentino? It is not. It is Leslie Stahl.
That's the name I do know because...
Famed anchor.
Was she a news anchor?
She was a news anchor. Still alive. Still alive, Leslie Stahl. Tough one to get. Not a face people recognize nowadays, but it's one that we should know. She's like one of the first women to really break through as an anchor. Any other guesses? You got. I said I was only going to give you 3, but we did scratch off 5. I'll give you the other. I'm feeling awfully charitable. I'm going to give you the full 5, Visk. You got any other guesses out here?
let's go to number 2 next, because it's looking like a musician.
It's looking like a musician. Nice. What are you feeling?
It kind of looks like that one-hit wonder Tiffany.
Ooh, Tiffany, who sang at the mall. That's an excellent guess. Exactly the kind of person who would be on Larry King Fives. Any other guesses from the chat as to who this person might be? Might be. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little bit more of the hair. And I will give you the chance to revise that answer if you want. You can, of course, stick with Tiffany. Big hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna revise it. I'm just trying to think of the name of the person. Like, she looks like someone who was on Saved by the Bell at one point.
Ooh, excellent.
I'm just trying to remember the name of the cast of Saved by the Bell because I didn't watch the show enough to know the names of that Screech.
I'll take a character. You want to give me a character?
I don't even know the character names. That's the sad part.
Oh, how about just a general description?
She was also in this, like, Showgirls movie, I think, at one point, too. Does that make it more sense?
She was also in what?
I think she was in a movie called Showgirls.
Oh, you're thinking of... Oh, Chris, help me out. I'm blanking on her name. She was the like the nerdy good girl on Saved by the Bell. I'm totally
with
blanking
the
on her
curlyish
name.
hair.
Yeah, I'm blanking on her name. That's a great guess too.
Yeah.
Well,
she was going with
you're
Linda
blanking on the name means it probably isn't her.
It could be. You know, I made these cards. Liz Berkeley, thank you, Shoe Fresh. It is Elizabeth Berkeley who you're thinking of. I made these cards like before we even started airing Fisk. I made these in 2024, so I don't always remember the names. Do not. In fact, I will tell you, I know who the first one is. Don't know that person's name. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal.
I am gonna pivot though.
Yeah.
Number 2, I think is. I was wrong anyways. I was gonna say Julia Roberts, but nope.
It's not Julia Roberts. It is comedian Julie Brown, not of the downtown variety.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
The one who was on Space Ghost.
Yes, she was on an episode of Space Ghost.
She played accordion, if I recall.
No, you're thinking of Judy Tenuta.
Oops.
The love goddess. Great comedian, Tenuta. All right, we got 2 left out here. Tracy Ullman was a great guess from Sun King. Not Tracy, though. Game Quarter, did Game Quarter get that Julie Brown in? I wasn't looking at the chat.
I thought Game got it. Okay, I'll trust Sound King.
Yeah, you know what? R.I.P. Tenuta. I'm not ashamed. I had a crush on Tenuta back in the 80s. Maybe the 90s. Really more the 90s. What do you got for me out here, Visk? I got 2 more. You want to take a stab at either one of them?
Yeah, I'm drawing blanks on number 1, but it looks like a Gary Oldman character.
This person should be played by Gary Oldman in the biopic. I'm gonna be on the record. I want this person to be played by Gary Oldman in the biopic. I would give you the hair, but the hair is gonna really give it away.
Yeah, don't give it away that easily.
In fact, I'll tell you this. Here's a big hint. Everybody remaining on the board, I show you too much of the hair, you're gonna know who they are. Ooh, Lyle Lovett from Game Quoter. I like it.
I'm liking Lyle Lovett too, to be honest.
You liking Lyle Lovett? Could be. This very well could be. Lyle Lovett often making that kind of scrunched up face.
Is it Chris Isaac?
Oh, Chris Isaac. You know, that dude, pretty fucking... I got some love in my heart for Chris Isaac. I got no shame about that.
Yeah, I grew up with him. I wasn't aware of his connection to David Lynch as a kid, but
yeah,
that became a fun bonus thing once I got into college.
Shifty saying he guessed Lyle Lovett long ago. Let's go ahead. I think you guys are going to be disappointed to find that this hair is not Lyle Lovett's hair. The hair is really going to give it away, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the full scratch. It's the Prodigy guy. Living off
I wouldn't even know that guy's name.
land. Exactly. Who knows that guy's name? 2 points.
Isn't he dead
if you
now,
know that
though?
guy's. I think he might be. Last one. The hair will also be a dead giveaway. dead giveaway if I were to reveal the hair. This person, so famous in the 90s, nowadays as well known as Leslie Stahl. Avi sticking with Carrot Top. Keith Flint from
It's not
Pooh
Carrot
Stew.
Top.
It is Keith Flint.
The
Give
eyes
Pooh
are
Stew
wrong
2
for Carrot
points.
Top.
2 points for Pooh Stew knowing that is Keith Flint. If anybody was going to know the name of the Prodigy guy, of course it was going to be Pooh Stew.
I almost thought Zachary De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine at first.
All right, Shoe Fresh concurring that it's Yahoo Serious. Visk, I'm gonna need a name for the scratch.
Yeah,
I
let's
need a
go for
name.
Yahoo Serious then. I trust Shoe Fresh.
I would trust Shoe Fresh too because it is indeed Yahoo Serious. That's going to be 5 points for you. It's going to be 5 for Shoe Fresh. Chris, can you scroll up and find out who had the first Yahoo Serious? Pooh Stew also
got
coming
it.
on the Serious train.
I'm looking too, and I don't see the first person yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on.
They're saying Game Quoter.
Oh, Game Quarter.
Game Quarters got it. All right. That's going to be the full 10 for Game. You know, Game's a long time chatter, no time caller. Game Quarter, call in. Get those 2 hundo. Visk, any final words you want to leave us with before we say goodbye?
I've missed calling in, guys. It's just scheduling-wise, it hasn't worked out, so I'm glad I got to do it today.
Yeah, I'm glad it did too, man. It's always great to hear from you. Always lovely to see you in the chat. Always wonderful to see you on Twitch yourself. Gonna want to follow Game Quoter. Or just looking at my chat. Gonna want to follow
in a
Visk.
month, I'll hopefully have a new laptop to stream better quality streams on.
Nice. Congratulations. Thanks for the call, Visk.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye. Well, what a lovely call. Sonic Chronic, you want to call back in? Call back in. There's that number, 917-524-7853. Chris, what's going on your laptop over here?
Oh, sorry. I had pulled up some footage, and now it's suggesting that we watch a video about the history of lemonade.
I don't want to. Oh, yeah.
That's what I pulled up.
Oh, I'm not going to
You know,
throw
this-
that. I'm not going to throw to that. That's Saved by the Bell. We'll get our asses
I
here
know.
to do us
I know.
if I show that.
But yeah, it decided to jump.
Nice. While we're waiting for a call, I'm going to introduce a new cast member here to the show. This is our little wet vac. Little vacuum.
So exciting.
Who's going to help us out by collecting our scratcher dust for us.
Have we found out how effective is it at collecting scratcher dust?
It's doing all right. I mean, it's got terrible reviews as a vacuum cleaner.
I know. I was reading. The thing is, though, I was reading the reviews. People were like, "The suction power is wanting," and I'm like, "You bought
You bought a tiny vacuum cleaner for less than
tiny
$20.
a tiny novelty vacuum."
What are you expecting? Although that did a pretty good job, Vacky.
Yeah.
Solid work, Vacky. Helping us out with that oily scratcher dust. We got more
Shifting
scratchings. We got more games. Eventually, I hope that Sonic Chronic calls in. If not, if you don't want to call in, that's cool too. We'll take calls from anybody, guys. That line is open, 917-524-7853. While we are waiting for a call, Chris, I bet we get a couple more scratches in.
That sounds great.
Let's see the next 3 on this row. I'm taking 3 guesses from the chat. What do we think they are? I'm going to start looking at the prizes. A paltry... Oh, no, it isn't $2. It's $2,000. Holy shit. That would almost have us breaking even. That would be amazing for us. Another $2,000. Ooh.
We're looking for 3 numbers here.
We're looking for 3. And here's the third one. It's going to be a $100 prize. We'll do the $100 prize first, then we'll work our way backwards. I'm looking for those numbers, getting 17, 12, 4 from Pooh Stew, 3, 5, 7 from Shifty, 8, 6, 18 from us, 22, 18, 32, 11, 20, 24 from Sun King. Sun King, preternatural abilities in this, the game of Desperate Losers. What a mystery wrapped in an enigma Sun King is. Never call in Sun King, but obviously call in if you want to. We'll always take that call, but God, I love the mystery. I love the mystery of Sun King. Let's look at that first number. The hundo. It's a 29. Did anyone have a 29? We didn't. That's a losing number for us. I'm starting to think it is the oil, Chris.
Is the oil making it worse?
I'm thinking the oil is just not very good. God, we've been losing. You know, we have not. We're in a drought. I feel like we have not won in like a month.
Which feels like, I don't know. It just feels like the law of averages. Eventually, we should win something. Somewhere.
I know we gotta win something somewhere, but maybe
someday.
not. Maybe not. Ooh, a voice modulator from Sun King. That would be incredible. I want to get one of those ransom calls. And I hope Sun King's voice modulator is just a handkerchief over the receiver of a phone.
I had a book about spycraft as a child.
25.
And one of the suggestions for changing your voice was to hold a pencil in your teeth while you called somebody.
Does it work? Can you tell who I am? Hi. Calling in. Does anyone know who I am?
It does sort of change your voice enough that it might be a little hard for me to guess right off.
Yeah. Of course, that game absolutely fouled by caller ID these days.
Yeah.
Last one. Let's find out. It's a 21. I feel like somebody out there had a 21, right? It wasn't us. We're not gonna fucking win any money here.
No. Right now, no 21s. We had a 22.
Ooh. I'm gonna say New York Lottery kind of sucks for us. Not a good one. Let's do the last four. Guys, give me 4 guesses. Let's get them in. Let's finish this fucking card. Put this card out of its misery. The prizes we are playing for. 2 hundo. Wouldn't sniff my nose at 2 hundo. $5. Whoa, that's $1 million right there.
Well,
I think we could still win that.
Yes, obviously.
Do we even stay on air if we win the $1 million, or do we just fuck right off?
No.
That's the end of the show. We just hang up.
Later.
Good would be a good series finale. We win $1 million and never come back. I'm seeing some numbers from Visk. I'm seeing it from Sun King. I am seeing them from Shifty. Get in there, guys. Pooh Stew. This is the whitest version of Big Butter and Eggman I think I've ever heard in my life. And it is available.
This is the only version of Big Butter and Eggman I've ever heard.
What are you talking about? It's a classic Louis Armstrong.
Oh.
Did a very famous recording with the Hot Fives. Excellent. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's in the public domain. But guess what? YouTube doesn't know it's in the public domain, so I can't play it. Let's scratch him. We're going to do the $5 one first. It's 28. We didn't win that. Did anyone win it? Did anyone get this 28?
Nope. Oh, no, Sun King did.
Oh! Of course. Of course.
Here's maybe a I think that there's a best friend connection between Sun King and Sonic Chronic.
Whoa.
I feel like she likes to gossip about numbers. They get the numbers thing, like they're very in tune with them. It's very intuitive. There's a lot of winning. So I feel like they could be really good friends if they could connect.
Are you shipping Sun King and Sonic
No.
Chronic right now? Is
I'm
that what's
not
happening?
shipping it in a romantic way. I'm like imagining like you know how in The Craft, the movie, there's fire, there's water, there's earth, and there's air. I think that Sun King, obviously the fire, and then Sonic Chronic is the water. And if they can get 2 more, they can call the corners, and then we can use some real magic and win one of these cards.
I think you protest too much. I think you want our chatters to fuck. I think that is what's happening. Let's take a look at that $100 prize. It's a 27. Does absolutely jack shit for us. Does it do it for anyone else?
It sure don't.
It sure don't. I love that sad trombone. Let's see the 2-hundo. It's an 8. Doesn't do it for us. Again, just an absolute bullshit. Anything for anybody out there.
Oh, bummer. Nothing.
Nothing. All right, let's take a look. This is it. This is the jackpot. This is the big money.
$1 million.
Everyone out there should be rooting against us because I will hang up on this show if we win $1 million live on air. It's a 30. We didn't win a fucking thing on this card. It's just wall to wall garbage. Fuck you,
Well, at
New
least
York
Visk
State.
gets some points.
How very nice for Visk. How very nice for Visk. You know, $1 million, I could really retire Chris for like maybe 3-4 years if I didn't have any medical expenses, for maybe 6 months if I did.
Terrifying.
Yeah. That's America, baby. You're always one hospital visit away from insolvency. By the way, today we are scratching on a copy of Tom Brown's Love Approach, which I know there's a lot of Chuck Mangione fans out there. If you are a fan of the old flugelhorn, you like that mellow tone of the flugelhorn, but you think, I need my flugelhorn to be like 20% funkier than Chuck Mangione, you're going to want to pick up a copy of Tom Brown's Love Approach, because it is exactly that. It is a funkier Mangione. Chris, we got some other stuff we got to get to.
Yeah, it's a really busy show.
It's a jam-packed show. I want to take a look at, we did get a lovely little response to a question from our very own Telly Savalas. Someone left him a question on the answering machine, and he answered it from heaven. It was nice of him to take the time.
Have a question about the mysteries of life and death? Let heaven's ultimate insider answer. Today's question.
Will my son ever listen to me at any point in his life? Will he ever be obedient?
Hello, suffering Gotham mother. This is your friend Telly Savalas answering you from heaven. I'd love to answer your question directly, but I think you're asking the wrong one. It's not a question of whether your son obeys you, but whether he loves you. When I was a kid, I got into all kinds of trouble. One time, I stole a diaphragm from Mrs. Canfield's purse and pulled it so hard over Nicky Papadopoulos' head that it got stuck. It took both Nurse Block and Mr. Winston an hour to get it off with some scissors. Oh, I caused my mother all kinds of grief growing up. But you know, when she got older, I realized everything she did for me, and I paid it back in spades. I took good care of her. I put her up in her own suite at the Sheraton Universal right next to mine. And I was by her side right to the end, except for a couple of nights when I maybe halfway had a chance to make it with Mary Lou Hedda. But today, here in heaven, you know, her suite is still right next to mine. So don't worry about obedience so much. It's really who loves you, baby, that counts.
This has been Answers from Heaven.
I was not expecting solid parenting advice from Telly Savalas, but there you have it.
There's something about the way that kicks off where it really feels like he's like, so he sounds like you're a single mother.
He didn't go there though. He didn't.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No.
But that's because he's a gentleman and he's waiting till he knows
Yeah.
his first name.
Yeah, he waits for the third approach. I gotta say, it really changes the context of some of the earlier calls we've gotten from Telly, especially about trying to get a hand job from Raquel Welch, knowing that his mother is in the suite right next door. Really kind of different, different shine on that apple.
I mean, they're not in the same apartment.
No, but I mean, I don't know how thick you think the walls are in heaven.
I think that the construction in heaven is probably not great because all the contractors are in hell.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Just kidding. We love our contract.
Yeah, please don't put us at the bottom of the Gowanus Canal contractors.
Yeah.
We love contractors. There's something else that happened, which is on the last episode, I asked for a book report from our very own show intern, Pooh Stew, about the different... Pooh Stew claimed there were a lot of different types of people with dreadlocks, and I wanted a book report on it, and he delivered. He delivered. So I am now going to read through Pooh Stew's book report here. These are the different types of dread people, a study by Pooh Stew. First on the dock, the Burning Man Rave Yarn Fashion Extension Dreadhead. Probably the worst one to lead off with. Easily one of the most insufferable people you will have ever met. Faux spiritual in almost fascistic way. Takes, quote, positive vibes only extremely seriously. But really that just means they're incapable of dealing with anything slightly out of their comfort zone unless they're rolling on Molly on the playa with dust in their deepest crevices. Now, normally I would say that is so specific, but that is so every single one of these fucking people. 10 out of 10 on that review. We got the Wook, similar to the Yarn Locks, but without the trust fund or the false sense of superiority. These basehead raver jam band types can usually be found in the parking lot, nodding out around a nitrous tank instead of inside the venue, listening to the music they claim to love, always happy to pay more for head charge, but complain when their favorite band asks $30 for a t-shirt. I'm going to agree with that. I have definitely seen outside of many a concert the Wooks gathered around the nitrous tank. Then we got the crust punk. Politically driven and generally disgusted with capitalism, these anarchists are usually into noise, metal, and punk. Some are housed up, but some live on the streets or are perpetually traveling from place to place via train or rubber tramping in a vehicle. They live lives as resistance to oppression, as a beacon for freedom, but more often than not, they're also alcoholics or heroin addicts, at least until they grow up and get into jazz music. I'm feeling like from this description that this is Pooh Stew, and Pooh Stew has grown up and gotten into jazz music. I feel like Pooh Stew is in the jazz phase. I'm gonna also... This got cut off. Look at the mug on this guy.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's definitely some crack pipe teeth there. Got the melty look. Then we got the white Rasta. So far, all of these are white dreads. This really should have been a report on white dreads. The biggest paradox and one of the biggest cliches in the dreadhead community is the white Rastafarian, completely ignorant to the Afrocentric history of Rastafarianism. They latch on to a culture which is not theirs because of their love of reggae music, which is well and good, until some group of suburban white wooks starts making reggae music with lyrics that are only about pussy and weed plants, and two of them have the Lion of Judah tattooed on them. Also, again, I would say, feels like it's very specific, like Pooh Stew might be talking about someone, but no. I'm going to agree with that as a general assessment. And then, here we go, the real deal, the final category. Enough said. Once, when the author was in his 20s, he met a Jamaican man with one giant lock that went down to his feet. This guy told Pooh Stew that locks were about a connection with nature, and that they were the antennae to cosmic forces outside of perception. So in conclusion, there are many subcultures of people who for one reason or another enjoy letting their hair lock up. From fashion to religion to political statement, I think we can all agree That hair is an expression of someone's inner being and the way they feel most comfortable presenting themselves and existing in this world. If you, the reader, think of any subgenres of dready people that I left out today, please reach out to Desperate Losers, and I'll make a revision ASAP. In fact, I do have a couple of revisions myself, Chris, that I feel like should be added. I feel like this was very focused on the white dreads, apart from the genuines, and there's a couple of genres of black dread that I feel like we're missing. First of which is local grandmother. Everybody has seen the local grandmother at a farmer's market or like at a rally, big in the organizing community. You see a lot of local grandmas. And then this is the one that you often see among creative professionals, business dreads. I'm a big fan of the business dread.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would like to see those 2 revisions. But you know what? That was an excellent report. I feel like we should give Pustu 20 points for that, and I'm going to go further. I'm going to say we give Pustu 20 college credits.
Wow.
Yeah. Several. How many college credits has Pustu got?
Right now, there's 17, and we're going to add 20 for 37.
Wow. Wow. Really climbing up. What do we do with college credits? No one knows. But someday it may be revealed.
Here we go. I have one more dread person.
You got another one for us? Hold on.
I do.
Here's another revision from Chris. What are we looking at, Chris?
This is what Telly Savalas' mother would look like with dreads.
Yeah, we've seen Telly's Pop, which is a racing horse. It was tragically killed by Telly 3 years later because it wasn't up to performance. I guess they just ran that horse ragged. Oh, nice. So this is a ChatGPT situation.
Yeah, well, I couldn't Photoshop anything that fast.
Sure you
can.
But I believe
I do. I also feel like, does she look like coyer, like she's got a secret with the dreads?
Yeah, I also feel like ChatGPT kind of modified the expression a little bit.
Yeah. They're like, let's give her the dreads of a woman who has dreads. The face of a woman who has dreads. Like, she knows something.
But also, like, scroll up a little bit, Chris. It's so lazy, right? It's like they just plopped the dreads on. You know, it looks like a wig.
It certainly does. But you know what?
I think ChatGPT here is accusing Telly's mother of being which one was it? It was the
rope dreads, the
yarn dreads? Burning Man rave yarn fashion extension dreadhead.
Yeah,
I feel like this is a positive vibes only situation.
Ooh, Pustu says Telly's mom is a yarn head. For sure.
Yes.
No bad vibes. In fact, maybe even no thoughts, only vibes.
Wow. I feel like you would want to blank out your mind from the noises going on next door, Shay Telly.
I mean, right? I mean, listen. Also, let's be honest. We are headed directly towards a vibe-based economy.
We're in it. Guys, I got bonus 20 times. I got lucky cash. Chris, what are you feeling? Chat, what are you feeling? Which one should we scratch next? Call in 917-524-7853. 917-524-7853. Call it in. And if you're not following us, get on that. We're on Blue Sky. We're on Twitch, obviously. We're on YouTube. For that one person watching on YouTube, get over to Twitch. Follow us on Twitch.
It's probably
at Desperate_Losers. It probably is Bone. And then we're also on Instagram. Old account. It's the oldest of all of our accounts. Instagram. Good stuff happening over there. Lots of Telly content. All right.
I mean, well, I like the color palette of the bonus 20 times.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, but everybody's saying Lucky Cash.
Everyone's saying Lucky Cash. It's going to be a fuck you to Chris. It's going to be a hello Lucky Cash. Will it have been worth it? Let's do the cash bonuses. Straight binary. Will we win? Will we lose? I'm not going to do full 10 points on this, but I will do 5 since it's a 50-50 shot. Chat, do we win? Do we lose? I'm looking for an answer on both cash bonuses. 50-50 shot. 50-50 shot. 917-524-7853. Bon Amputee. Loser on both. Sun King, lose. Shifty Merchant getting horned up for Sapphire Blue Ink in the chat. Sapphire, no, you gotta earn actual college credits. We don't, and we gotta get a qualifying institution involved too. But we will do a college internship with you if you want to do that. Sun King, everyone's saying lose. I'm feeling it too. New York does not like us. By the way, this music, Rudy Rosa on the organ. Excellent album. I'm not going to give this one away because I love it so much, but I highly recommend you see Rudy Rosa. Reveal a prize amount. Cash bonus of a rainbow. That's a real, just like, finger in the eye. Tells you cash bonus, and then the cash is a goddamn rainbow.
Rudy Rosa looks exactly like I thought he would.
Let's see it. Yes. So Rudy, find me a later picture of Rudy Rosa, because Rudy Rosa built himself this incredible apparatus that like cost tens of thousands of dollars, and it looks like he's operating a NASA mission when he plays it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Look at that. Insane, the Rudy Rosa machine. I think his widow has also passed, which is a shame, because I would have loved to try to get them on the show, talk some Rudy Rosa. Big fans of Rudy Rosa here. Alright, we're looking for numbers. I've got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winning numbers. I want to know them, chat. Get them in there. 5 winning numbers. While we're waiting for them, take another look at Rudy Rosa. How much of their house do you think this setup is?
Oh, I think it's just a basement.
Stu, somebody drew a penis on his back. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like maybe they did. I think that's genuinely part of his jacket. Yeah, but it doesn't not look like a little D&B. Getting numbers from Pooh Stu, getting some numbers from Chris for the orphans, getting numbers from Sun King. We're getting them from Visk, YouTuber, the one YouTuber. You know, if you chat us, it will pop up.
Well, it's a little stuck right now, but it will.
It is. Oh, let me unstuck it. I don't know why it gets stuck. It just does that sometimes. Probably because I forgot.
Man, somebody mentioned the jumpsuit. That Rudy Rosa jumpsuit is phenomenal.
Everything about Rudy Rosa is amazing. I wish I could, because he was just like a local guy, like he just played in Tampa, there's not a tremendous amount of information about him. But God, I would love to know more about him.
Like, this is quite a glow up to go, from this
from that
here.
I mean, here he kind of looks like if he was Andrew Bird in the James Brown band. That's the vibe I'm getting here. And then, show us the next one. Boom. Full Elvis.
He's a star man.
Oh, it's Sun King. Sun King is one of our YouTubers there. Oh, no, I think that person is that, because I'm now seeing 2 from YouTube. I don't know who our other chatter is. But get in there. Get in there. First one is a 34. Chris, did anyone have a 34?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, no. That's a point for Shifty, at least.
Instagram is not. We don't go live to Instagram.
Yeah, we would have to do vertical video to do Instagram.
And
so that's why we
as
don't.
I once asked Milkshake if we should do a vertical video, and he said no. We'll orient it like human eyes are oriented.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. Vertical fucking video. Next number. 22.
You gotta switch to the ticket, buddy. We've still got Rudy.
Oh. 34, 22. We got a 22. Ooh, pizza time. This is the A Pizza Medley. This record would be
22
available.
is Poostu and Shifty Merchant one.
Whoa! That's going to be 10 for each. Like it. I like to see it. Let's do the next one. 18! Lucky number! Anybody? We had that, right? I'm sure we did.
Yep. I think we did. Hold on. Did I do it
We
this
must
time?
have.
Nope,
We
I
always
didn't.
have it. Yeah, of
Nope,
course not.
I didn't do it this time.
Did anyone do it?
Nope.
An unlucky lucky number. 35. Anybody have an old 35?
No go on the 35.
A little bit of a straight developing here. 34, 35. And a 30. Anybody got the 30?
35 and 30. Visca's 30.
Visca's 30, nice. Poostu claiming that he had an 18. Is that true, Chris? Can we verify that? Poostu, I don't take Poostu for a liar, but you never know. Gotta
Just adding
trust to
Visc's
verify.
points. And Shifty. Poostu had 18. Yeah. Shifty did not have 18. Poostu did
Poostu.
have 18.
Nice. This is a great solution, I gotta say, because the scratcher dust, it's kind of a problem. It sticks to everything. See, look at this. I'm just ruining this cover.
I'd also
Tom
like to point out,
Brown, love approach.
we did not get the world's smallest vacuum. We looked it up, and it's not available for purchase, and it wouldn't have actually been helpful for us. But this is great.
Yes, this is Vacky, the official wet vac of Desperate Losers. And we needed the wet vac today, because we have oiled our blade.
Ooh, compress down the scratcher dust and make a ball of despair.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad. Maybe we'll give that away as a prize.
Ooh,
By the way,
despair balls.
This is the entirety of the history of Desperate Losers Return in one small container. Not much. All right. Let's take a look. Let me get 4 winning numbers out there. And come on, somebody call in. You call in. Shifty, you haven't called in yet. Call in. I got something special for Shifty if Shifty calls in. Might be a new game.
Visc suggests we turn it into a finer powder, add walnut oil, and turn it into a paint.
Ooh, I'm going to suggest this. I'm going to suggest we do turn it into the finer powder, but then I'm going to suggest that we step on it with borax and we sell it as cocaine.
Well, that might help erode into that debt we've got.
I know, yeah.
We also could...
It's just
could
out
do
on the
one of
street
those-
selling dime bags of scratcher dust. 18, 22, 1, 33. Ooh, Poostu thinking we're going to win. Will we break this drought? This losing drought that we have going on.
How many numbers? We're looking for 4 or 5?
We're looking for 4. I'm looking for 4.
Okay.
Sun King, you're going to tell us which one of those numbers you want us to drop. We're looking at 4. We're looking at 1 row here. Top row. Top row. Sun King's dropping the 32. Alright. Let's see some numbies. Let's see it.
Time to gossip about the numbers.
23.
All right. That's us.
Did we got that 23?
Yeah, 10 points for the orphans.
Wow, nice. Now, according to the Alien Bob principle, this card already a loser. If we had actually gotten that number, it would have meant $500 to us. Next one, also for 500. 15 over here. That feels realistic. I feel like we could win 15. $10. All right, let's take them. We'll take them in ascending order here. Look at the 10. A 25. Anybody out there got a 25?
Not a 1.
Not a 1.
Not good at all.
That's a point for Shifty. Shifty earning some big royalties today. Your loss is Shifty's gain on Desperate Losers. Unlucky 13. There it is. Anybody have a 13, Chris?
No, we went backwards. We got a 31, but no 13.
No 13. Not gonna do it. I need to see it. Actual 13. Let's take a look at this. 500. This would mean $500 for us. That's pretty good. I feel like that deserves a drum roll. It's a 12. It's a 12.
And that helps nobody.
No. It just fucks everyone.
You're all a bunch of ditch-dwelling hobgoblins. I know that.
Wow.
Speaking of ditch-dwelling hobgoblins, call in, Shifty, 917-524-7853.
I'm going to call somebody a ditch-dwelling hobgoblin today, if I can.
Ooh.
Well, maybe not today. I don't have any plans that involve ditch-dwelling hobgoblins.
There he is!
There's Shifty.
Shifty! Welcome.
I called the wrong number twice, and those people weren't happy about it.
You know what? 2 points for that. 1 point for each of those calls. I'm sure they were not happy. So Shifty,
Random scam callers.
I've got a new game to premiere for you, my friend. You were talking yesterday about you're making some complaints, and I made you the offer that you should come on the show and complain. And I built you a little game around it. Would you like to take a look at that game, Shifty Merchant?
Sure, I've got things to complain about.
I bet you do. Here it is, our brand new game.
God.
This is Wine Drunk. The game where actually it could be anyone. It doesn't have to necessarily be Shifty. We made this game in honor of Shifty. Obviously, that is Shifty all over this fucking game. But anybody who wants to call in and make a complaint, the way this game is going to work, Shifty, is you can rant about something for 2 minutes. And if the chat feels as if your complaint is valid, then we're going to give you 10 points for that complaint. But if chat feels that you're exaggerating, it's not very valid, and chat, Scout's honor here. Like, don't just be trying to fuck over somebody playing Wine Drunk. Like, legitimately judge this. We'll take away 10 points if they don't like your complaint.
I can only pick one complaint, though, right? I can't just go on a rant about 20 different complaints. It's got to be one.
Yeah, you know what, though, Shifty? This is the inaugural game. I'm going to give you 3 complaints. You could win 30 points or lose 30 points. What would you like to rant about today, Shifty?
Well, first off, I got to work all weekend, and that sucks. I haven't had to work 7 days a week. What am I? An illegal immigrant? Come on. I ain't going to work 7 days a week. They're working me to death.
Shifty, I feel like you might have had the chat for a moment until you started slagging undocumented people. I feel like nobody wants to work.
Shipped out.
I feel like you're digging this hole deeper.
Immigrants, you can't work at the farms or the meatpacking plants.
You are going to end up losing these points, my friend. You are going to end up losing these points.
I'm already taking points away.
Hey, I did not give any guidance on what I could rant about.
I feel like it's pretty obvious that you shouldn't be out here making fun of hardworking people who are living in terror. I feel like that was pretty obvious.
I'm subtracting 10
wine
points
drunk,
right now.
It's not wine drunk, it's beer drunk. It's beer drunk and there's a lot of beers.
This is Wine Drunk, as in you are whining on the show. So I feel like that was
Fine.
all right. So that's your first wine. What do you got? What do you got for us next?
You lost 10 points for that.
Well, the first one was about me having to work all weekend that spun out of control. So
Right.
let's go with my coworker.
Yeah,
It's
try
like
not to
87
slag
degrees.
anybody.
I hate this guy, and he's like so humid. It's like sweat is dripping off my nose and my chin, and I'm looking at him, and he's wearing this stocking cap, a big one, like a big wool stocking cap, and he's not sweating. And I just want to slap the thing off his fucking head. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Well, it's my thing. It's my vibe. It's my look. I'm like, it's a wool stocking cap. It's June. I'm going to kill you. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with this guy? Walking around with a beanie, and it's like summertime. I hate it. I hate everything about it.
So
is
you're
that number two?
Yeah, that could be your number two. We'll need some judgments on that one. So basically, the complaint is that you don't like that a guy is wearing a hat. That's the complaint.
It's like 100 degrees in there, and he's wearing a hat, and it's like you can't cool off because it's trapping all your heat. The heat coming off your head, and he's like, oh man, it feels warm in here. I'm like, I'm dying over here, and you're like, it's warm, and you're wearing a wool hat. I'm dying. I'm dripping sweat everywhere, and he's just wearing this hat like it's no problem.
Well, I mean, wool can keep you cool as well as warm.
Yeah, I'm wearing a wool hat right now myself.
I mean, technically, it could be soaking up the sweat coming off of his head, but I would rather wear a sweatband, not a full-on wool beanie in June.
I feel like you've lost the chat on this one. This is a losing game for you. Shifty, dig deep, my friend. Try to.
This was your game. This was your idea, and you knew what you were walking into. I can't help it.
No, I'm not walking into this. Shifty, you're the only one with agency here. Man, complain about something legitimate. Instead of shaming people for their immigration status, instead of shaming people for just wearing a hat.
It legitimately bothers me. This guy's wearing a stocking cap and it's summertime.
All right,
I can't stand it.
I need one more complaint. By the way, you wanted to have multiple complaints too. We could have ended this
If you
at.
walk outside right now and it's like 90 degrees and the sun's shining, and then you see somebody wearing a sweater and a sweatpants and they're jogging, wouldn't you tell them, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you wear that in the
No,
the
I
heat
mind
of the
my own
summer
goddamn
day?
business.
Yeah,
I was saying, I'm trying to save your life. Martin Lawrence almost died jogging in L.A.
Oh my
Yeah, but
goodness.
it wasn't because he was wearing a toque, man. All right, Shifty, give me that third complaint. What is it?
Well, everything's getting more expensive, and everybody knows that, but it hasn't hit my wallet so hard as cigarettes. Like, you look around, it's like the cigarettes I smoke are now suddenly the most expensive cigarettes.
Ooh, what's your brand?
You get the cheap
Oh, is it Winston's or Marlboro's?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, like
you got all those
Marlboro-
Marlboro points.
Yeah, Marlboro points, you get rewards, and you get the prizes, but still, they're like $8 a pack. And then you go down to Winston, it's like $5.50, and then you go down to Camel, it's like $3.50, and then you go down to like the Cheyennes and the all the crappy ones that don't. Basically, the pyramids, the no-name cigarettes that most people smoke because they only cost still at this point. It's like $3 a pack. They used to be like $1 before inflation smashed everything.
Well, I feel like this one is one that
$15 a day on cigarettes.
Can people relate to this? How are we feeling about the price of cigarettes? How are we feeling about inflation? Do we feel like this is a legitimate gripe, guys? I feel like
nobody here smokes.
Can
but
we
you.
come together as a community? Can we all come together as a community to say
Smoking is
we're not a
dying
fan?
people. We're a dying breed. Smokers are a dying breed.
Yeah, I know. Don't
literally.
Let's not. I'm trying to help you out here, Shifty. I'm trying to make sure you don't lose another 10 points. Try to make this more about inflation
Trying to
as opposed
steer
to
me,
just smoking.
steer me back on the right path.
I'm trying to help you out here.
Drew
what
John,
do we
I
got?
feel like Vice costs are not universally relatable, and I think that all of Shifty's costs are Vice costs.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's
Okay,
hard.
that's not relatable for everybody who doesn't participate in the vice. I can
But can
accept
we
that.
all just agree that that it's terrible, this inflation, And let's send Shifty home with negative 20 points instead of
I mean, I could just stop
Chad.
killing all the vices and save tons of money.
Chad is not very not very Chad, I spent so much time on this intro. I do not want this to be the end of this game.
Hey,
Please.
I don't have kids. I have drug addictions to feed, okay? I got
Exactly.
problems.
Exactly. Let's get him
That's
10
what wine
points.
drug is all
Let's
about. Come
let's
on, get
make
with
it.
it. Get
Let's
in
make
there.
this a negative 20 day instead of a
Hey, if you're not making
Actually
a fool
have-
of yourself on wine drugs, then you're not doing it right.
I have.
I'm just before we pick, chat, just in Shifty's defense, let me play that intro again because I feel like the intro it really sells it. Let's take a look. Let's try to give Shifty something. Let's leave him feeling
I'm
not
cracking
so
bed
terrible.
number 10 right now. Who's still such a coward?
Negative
Visc
20.
is
Visc
negative
going with
20.
negative 20. We got the negative 20 from Sapphire too, but I feel like I saw more negatives, Chris.
I said, well, Sapphire said give 20. Visc said take 20. Sapphire said give 10. Visc says take 20
Take away
away.
20 from Sapphire for not calling in and stalling me out.
Oh, really? Serial in the chat. Been a minute. Good to see you.
I've got live footage of Shifty at home here.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
let's take a look at that.
Oh, you hacked me? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, yeah, that was...
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
pretty
like-
good.
Two packs a day, that's like 40 cigarettes a day. You
Oh,
break that down.
man.
Like,
Oh, that's great gif.
Thank you.
Oh, so good. Shifty. Chris, where do
they're
we
sick-
land?
We're also now getting notes that we should take 100 points from him for digging his heels in about the immigrant rant. So
I
I'm gonna
mean,
say that
what was
him
the point of
losing-
wine drunk if it wasn't to be drunk?
him
You guys are
losing
giving me mixed
another
signals
10
here.
points. No, there's no mixed signals. There's just you
Why am I
deciding
getting
that
negative
things are
points for
different.
being great? I was killing it out there.
Listen,
and I'm
I'm
getting
gonna
negative points.
for
I'm gonna
chat.
take 10 points from him.
My heart is with you, chat. I would like to take away negative 100 points for
We're just gonna take 10
slamming
away.
undocumented people, but I can't do that. We did not lay that out as the rules of the game. We are sticklers for the rules of the game, but I just want you to know my heart is there with you. I think that was a bad move, Shifty. I feel like if you hadn't come out of the gate just shitting on undocumented people, you might have.
Hey, I thought
You
I was
might
in
have won some
support of
points
them.
here.
That was the point. I was on the other side of that fence.
I didn't
I was
sound
not
like
supporting that exact thing. I was
Didn't-
supporting the
didn't.
other side of that.
All right. I appreciate that. We'll leave it at that. Shifty, would you like to play a little?
You want
game?
another trial? You want to go back and hear what
I don't
want
want to do a
that's
trial.
Not what I said.
I want to leave this. I feel like.
definitely did not say
All right, I know you did.
anything badly about
I know.
illegal immigrants.
I
said
know
the
you did.
opposite of that.
I know you didn't. It was just a little bit. It was a gray zone on implication. I feel like we should just let it go. Shifty, would you like to play a game?
Shifty came in a little too hot.
Came in a little too hot, but that's all right. How many? Wait, before we get it in, chat. We've heard a little bit from Shifty. How many beers we think it is? Shifty, hold your answer. I want to get some guesses in. This would be. Tell you what. If no one is right, Shifty, I'm going to give you 10 points. If someone in there is right, I'm going to give them 10 points.
Don't give him any points.
It's part of the game, Chris. We're seeing a lot of 8s. 12 from Pooh Stew. Visk saying 9. Sapphire Blink saying 5.
Wow, 6 Sun King. I'm gonna go with Sun King. I bet it's 6. I'm gonna give 6 for the orphans.
Shifty, how many beers are we looking at? At 135 in the East Coast.
I am currently on my 9th beer.
9th! That's it for Visk, though. That's some points for Visk. I like it. 9 points for Visk. Shifty, I mean, apart from the losing points, how do you feel about the general game that we've built for you?
Well, I think it's kind of silly that if somebody loses their mind and makes a fool of themselves, you're punishing them for it because that's
How am I punishing you for it? I'm giving you airtime, man. I'm giving you
airtime to take away my points. What are you talking about? Like, all I've heard is taking away my points, taking away my points, taking away my points.
Shifty, that's the game. You
that's the
vote
game.
in the chat. It's not us. That's
if you're going to invite people to be drunk and go crazy, then accept that when they go drunk and crazy, you don't give them negative points.
No one invited you to be drunk. I invited you to call.
The name of the game is Blind Drunk.
That's because
in the name of the game.
Because we can just assume that you're gonna be drunk. It's just an assumption we make because it's almost always right.
So the name of the game is not "Don't Call In Drunk." It's make a complaint, and it's called drunk because you're assuming I'm gonna. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell you what, watch this again with sober eyes, as you often do, and then let me know who was in the right, who was in the wrong. If you, by the way, Shifty, if you liked any of those little assets we made for the intro, be happy to send them to you. I got you as a superhero with your logo, all that shit. I'll send you all that stuff, man.
Well, after all these negative points, I don't know if I want them.
Oh, Shifty, like you have anything else to do.
Shifty,
my feelings are hurt. I feel humiliated.
Oh, Shifty, do you want do you want a chance to redeem yourself?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's play a game of What Should It Say? Shifty, we're looking at a business. This business, I think, is in the Philippines. This is a marine refrigeration and air conditioning companies. I am looking for a correct answer would get you 10 points, but the best incorrect answer, this is also open to the chat, will get you 20 points. This would have you breaking even if you have the best incorrect answer for the name of a marine refrigeration and air conditioning business.
I'm thinking.
That's all right. You can think. Take your time with it.
I got cold fish.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Fish Fresh from Sun King. I like cold fish better. It's just something so nondescript about it. Wave with a splash. Ooh, I like that from Sapphire Blue Egg. Not as much as cold fish, though. Cold fish is still ahead. Does anybody have anything better for a marine refrigeration and air conditioning company? I 100% bet you guys you will not get the actual name of this. You'll be shocked by the actual name of this company. Anybody got anything better than cold fish? Otherwise, I'm going to reveal this, and I am going to give Shifty Merchant the 20 points. Go Waterworld from Really Cereal. Ooh, I like it. Penguin Pussy from Boost 2. Oh, that's so tough, Chris. Chris, what do you think?
No, you cannot steal it away from me.
Penguin Pussy or cold fish? I just don't know what to do. That might be a tie. Oh, wait. Chris, I lost your audio. Did you mute yourself?
I did mute myself. I hit the cough button and didn't pull off.
Post you begging us to imagine how cold Penguin Pussy is. I think it's probably pretty warm. Polar Bear. Pretty good from Vesk. I feel like the tie winners here are Cold Fish. Crystal Ice. Excellent. But I still feel like Penguin Pussy and Cold Fish are going to take it for me. Those are our 20-point winners. Shifty, you have redeemed yourself. You have broken even. The actual name of this business, you'll never believe it, is Stiff Nipples.
Stiff Nipples?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a real company in the Philippines. They do marine upholstery. I don't know what that means. Marine refrigeration. They do air conditioning, and they are called Stiff Nips, there's their number. Give them a call.
I think next to the liquor store I go to, there's like a muffler shop, and on the side of the building it says "No muff too tough," and it shows like a picture of a muffler hole.
I like it.
That's kind of clever. That's kind of clever. I guess.
Marine upholstery is apparently boat seats. Shift. I'm gonna give you 4 scratches before we let you go. A chance to get into the positive territory here. What do you think?
Shoot, we don't have much left to the show, actually.
Oh, we don't. Oh shit.
Pooh Stu wants to call in and get those big double points.
Well, you're getting double points right now, my friend.
Yeah, he's not calling in earlier because he wants the doubles.
Well,
Got catching up to do.
You got those doubles. So let's get some guesses. I want 4 guesses from you, Shifteroo.
There's still a lot of high numbers up there. There's not a whole lot. I still think I want to go with like 2, and like 5, 8, and 14.
14. All right, these are your numbers on the board, Shifty.
Like
Let's
no
get
single digits on the board.
Chat, get them in. I see them coming in. I see Cat Guy Bob in there. I see Pooh Stew. Ooh, Head Trauma. The name of a salon by Cat Guy Bob. That's a good name. That's a good name. There's a good salon here in Brooklyn. I want to say it's up in Greenpoint. We've definitely spoofed it on the show. It's called Fade to Famous. Isn't that a great
Oh, I know
fucking
Fade to
haircut?
Famous.
That's a great. Of course you know it. It's like right by the studio. But good hair salon name. Let's take a look at what prizes we're looking at here, Shifty. We're looking at a hundo. What's the most you've ever won on a single scratch or shift?
500.
500. That's pretty damn good. How much do you pay for that?
I mean, well, I've won it once on a $50 ticket, and I've won it once on a $5 ticket. That's the most I've ever won a scratcher. I did win 1,000 on Keno. I got 6 out of 6.
Ooh, pretty good. Pretty good. We're playing today for $2 $10, a 100, and then look at that, half a milli.
I like those 2 10s.
I like that half a milli.
But I already picked my numbers, and none of them were winners, so.
Let's take a look. We're going to do one of the 10s. What do we got? What do we got? A 40. Not a winner for us. Is it a winner for anyone, Chris?
No, nobody went that high.
No one went that high. All right. See you later, Sapphire. Thanks for watching. 40. Do you know what my wife thinks the name of Sing 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 with a swing is?
No.
Well, she doesn't think this, but she calls it 1,000 Chips Delicious. Can't ever listen to that song without her
I
going,
remember
oh,
that.
1,000 Chips Delicious. Next one is a 27. Anybody got that? Shifty doesn't have it. Does nothing for us. We will not be
No, I'm
winning
not
$10.
seeing. Oh no, really cereal. Really cereal has it.
Oh!
20 points.
Love it. Yeah, points are doubled. Shifty. If we win $500,000, even if it's not a number you guess, because you are betting on us losing, I'm still going to give you 10 points. Just because I'll be feeling so good for winning $500,000. Here's the 100.
Yeah, I'll take it.
21. Anybody out there have a 21? Not going to do it for us. Not going to do it for old Shifteroo.
Nope, and it doesn't look. Oh, Cat Guy. It's gonna do for.
Ho! All right, here it is, Chris. I've already got the drum roll. It's coming to us from 1,000 Chips Delicious. Let's take a look. A 5. Shifty got that one. That's going to be 20 points for Shift. Anybody else joining Shifty on the 5 train?
I do not see anyone joining him on the 5 train except for Sapphire, who's gone.
Still.
And DJ Drew John.
Drew John. Sterling first day for Drew John. Where's Drew John on the board right now, Chris?
Hold on. Really has moved quite quickly. We've got a lot of people on the board now.
Oh yeah, it's a
All
big
right,
board.
So
Big board.
up to 31.
Wow. Pretty
so
good.
That,
Let's take a look at it. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm just adding the points from the latest thing here.
Yeah, do it.
So
it.
we've got to add some points.
Shifty, these oils, they're not working for us. What do you think?
No, I would not lube up the scratching. That should be a dry process.
Yeah. Just
What? Scratching should be a dry process.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yikes.
lube up the scratching. That's not gonna.
And Shifty won that last one too?
Yeah,
20 points?
He did. That's going to be 20 points for Shifty. Yeah, Shifty likes his scratching Ben Shapiro style bone dry.
Ooh.
Definitely dry. Go with the dry.
Definitely dry.
Oh god, that is literally the worst. Okay. You
That's
got that
not
leaderboard
creepy
ready
at
to
all.
rock.
All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. We have the drum roll for it from Thousand Chips Delicious. God damn, Shifty almost at 1,000. Yeah, he just
They can't catch me. I'm
101.5 points away, but Pooh Stew clawing his way up. And there is Pooh Stew. Shifty, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for playing today, man.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
Catch you later. Pooh Stew, welcome to Desperate Losers. In double time, our number 2 man with 844 points. Edging out that mystery Sun King. How you doing, Stu?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I loved your book report.
Really excellent work.
Anytime you want to write us a book report, I am happy to air it. That was excellent taxonomy of the locks.
Yeah. I don't live in a city, and I'm not a business professional, so I don't see those other extra types that you added often.
It's a wide world of dreadlocks out there, and you know, folks from all over with all different heads of hair.
True.
You could never really hope to capture them all. There's always going to be some other subculture. Pooh Stew, would you like to play a little game?
Yes.
Let's take a look at Who Is That?
Who is that? And who is he? We know who he is, but what about them? They look familiar, but does she and her? The answers to these questions could win you prizes galore. A la this. Who is that?
There it is, Stu. This is a face everybody knows, but do you know who it is?
Shit. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
He was famously in an episode of Seinfeld. Famously, the villain of Big Trouble in Little China.
Famously,
Here he
the
is.
director, writer, producer, editor of the horror film The Vineyard.
Oh, yes, that is true. Noted character actor. Basically, if you needed an old Asian guy in the 80s and 90s, this was your first call.
It's James Hong.
It is!
Correct.
Wow. Pooh Stew. Excellent work. What's your favorite James Hong media?
Wasn't he in that ping pong movie with Christopher Walken?
Yeah, he is in that. What was that? That was I like that you think of that primarily as a Christopher Walken movie and not a Will Ferrell movie. That's how I choose to think of it too.
Was Will Ferrell in it?
Yeah, wasn't he?
I don't think so. The star was like kind of an unknown guy. I
might be conflating the ice skating movie with that movie.
Yeah, Balls of Fury.
Yeah.
Dan Fogler was
right.
the
That's
star.
Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah.
And Thomas Lennon was in it.
Right. Yeah.
It was decent though. Christopher Walken is the bad guy.
Yeah, not bad. An excellent choice. Pooh Stew, what do you think? What would you like to do? You won. You can decide what game you're gonna play. You want the rest of the scratches on Lucky Cash, and then I would give you maybe like 5 slots on Larry King 5s, or what do you want to do? We also have the prices all correct. If you wanted to rant, you could play our brand new game.
I don't have anything to rant about.
I'm looking through the credits for The Vineyard because James Hong holds most of the credits for that film.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that someone named Michael Jackson is just credited as boat. Not boat driver, just boat. Underneath production coordinator, above security officer, boat.
That's the part Michael Jackson was willing to play. Do you know that Michael Jackson pitched a movie to Kevin Smith that Kevin Smith was too freaked out by the premise to make, and it's a movie in which Michael Jackson turns into a car and a little boy gets inside of him and rides around. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh.
Fucked up, right?
Oh.
Yeah, but that's the movie.
So
Michael Jackson.
button.
That was his like dream project forever.
He just wanted to be a transformer.
Yeah. But not for the transforming, I think. Probably more for the little boy. Anyway, leaving that aside, Pooh Stew, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your qualifying win?
Would you rather play Larry King or Price is All Correct?
You know, let's see the rest of that Larry King. Why not? It's a game for everybody. Everybody wins when we play Larry King 5. So let's take a look.
The nightly news is out and Larry King is in.
What a way to make a living.
Okay, Chris, maybe I did sweeten the sounds there a little bit. But I think it was worth it. We've got our winning guests out. We're looking for Prodigy Guy, Julie Brown, Yahoo, Serious Magic Johnson, or of course, everyone's favorite, Leslie Stahl. But what I need from you, Pooh Stew, is a number. And then I'm going to scratch away the eyes, and we're going to try to see who that is. Remember, if you match, you're going to win, which would normally get you 5 points, would get you 10 because we're in double time. But if you lose, if you reveal Geraldo, you're out. You want to go 10, did you say?
All right. Yeah, let's do 10.
Let's take a look. I'm looking at some eyes. Doesn't look like Geraldo. Ooh, these are very well-known eyes. Very well-known eyes. Let me give you a little bit of a punch in there for that. Very well could be. Hold on a second. Let me hold on. Let me go back here. I'm gonna do it like this. You're saying this is Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
What do we think, chat? Do we agree? You want to get on that train with Pooh Stew is quite the fucking fiend at this game. Sun King getting on the
Choo-choo.
train. Viz getting
Here
on the
comes
train.
the train.
These are 10 points now because of the double time. Drew John getting on. A bunch of rats. Welcome. I agree. Is that a first time chat for a bunch of rats?
It's not flagging as a first time chat.
Oh.
But I'm gonna give it to him because I've never seen it before.
Yeah. Let's not assume the gender of this pile of rats. Could be a she, could be a they.
I said him.
Shifty is going with it, I guess. I'm going to go with half points for Shifty, if you're right. Because that was pretty lukewarm. I'm going to give you a little bit more of the hair. Looking good. Looking good. Let's go ahead and just clear the decks. What gave it away, Pooh? What made you think that's gotta be Jerry?
It does just the eyes of a child predator.
Yeah, but a one-time, he married that child. So, not that that really excuses it.
Yikes.
He did marry that child, though. So, I don't know what that means, but there you have it. I'm looking for 1 through 9. Where do you want to go?
All right, let's do 1.
1. I just want to make it clear, I am not going to carry water for Jerry Seinfeld. Ooh, got some eyes here. Ooh, these are intense looking eyes. Stu, what do you think? Look at that.
Nothing's jumping out just yet. That hair, though.
These are very famous eyes. I think these eyes are, I would say these eyes are still famous. What do you think, chat? Any guesses out there? Help Pooh Stu out. The sister in Ferris Bueller. That is an excellent guess. That is exactly the kind of person who would be in Larry King 5s. I like that from Bonamp. Getting Gina Davis from Shifty.
Ooh. Yep, gonna go with that.
Chris also playing for the Orphans.
Playing for the Orphans.
Thinking that this could be Gina Davis.
Yeah, that is Gina Davis.
You going with Shifty on this one. Sun King's going with it. Visk too. Drew John's going Gina. Let's take a look. Let's see more hair. Ooh, this is feeling very Gina. It is. 20 points for old Shifteroo. It's going to be 10 for everybody who jumped on that train, too. You got 2 through 9 now. Where do you want it?
2, 6.
Cat Guy, even knowing the movie. Give Cat Guy 2 points for knowing that this is indeed from Beetlejuice. Let's take a look at that 6.
You know, she's an Olympic level archer.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she took it up like late in life and she qualified. She was like, at least made it to nationals.
Stu.
Sun King coming in hot with the answer.
The return of Cruz. Sun King saying, what do you say? Get in there, really get in there, see these eyes.
My go-to immediate guess is Wesley Snipes in that drag queen movie.
Oh, Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything. Excellent movie.
But I don't think that's it. I don't think you'd use that picture of Wesley Snipes.
I'll tell you what, if I was going to do Wesley Snipes, I would absolutely go for Tu Wong Fu. Do the same for John Leguizamo, and I can't remember who the third person is. Is it Swayze?
The guy from Road.
Yeah,
it's the
Swayze.
guy from Road.
Yeah, the Sways. How could we forget the Sways?
What a
My
movie!
friend
What a film!
was in a Patrick Swayze movie as a little boy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. We might play one of his records, my friend's records, at some point. Talk a little bit more about the Sways then. Maybe we'll get him on. What do you think?
No, we won't. He passed away.
No, not Swayze, my friend. I can't. You think we could get Swayze? You think we could get Swayze on this show, Chris?
No, I don't, because he's not alive.
I mean, even if he was alive, you think we could get Swayze? We couldn't even get fucking Dennis Hong on this show. There's no way we're gonna get Swayze.
Did we try?
I think
Sometimes
Dennis Hong's
celebrities
also
are
gone.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll get a Ouija board.
I feel like we gotta get like 50 regular viewers to be able to call Dennis Hong.
I don't know. Can we get some more on this one?
I'll give you a little bit of the hair. Cat Guy Bob, let's ghost in Swayze. Now, here's the thing about people in heaven, Cat Guy Bob. They can call us, but I do not know how to call them. I don't know how you get that number.
The amount of time that we are discussing the mythology and the mechanics of how that works is...
Of how heaven works? I
Yeah.
mean, heaven appears pretty frequently on this show.
It does. I like that it has rules.
It does. Of course it does. Getting Katie Seagal from Bon Appetit. Getting Renee Zellweger from Cat Guy Bob. Stu, give me the answer. Who do you think it is?
I don't know.
Oh, this one's going to kill you. Here's the full hair. The full hair.
Whoa. Is it Aretha?
In a way, you're spiritually right. We have seen her before today. It is Celia Cruz.
That means
somebody
Sun
had
King
that.
is
Yeah.
the only one. Sun King guessed it right away.
20 points for Sun King. Love it. Excellent work, Sun King. We're looking at 2 through 9. What do you think? Where do you want it? Boost to.
Let's do 5.
5. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Ooh. Serious looking eyes over here.
Is it Oprah? No.
Nelson Mandela.
We have already seen Nelson, haven't we?
Doesn't mean we can't see him again as an option.
That's true. We could always see Nelson.
Oh no,
Mandela.
I know who it is. It's the star of Spider-Man, isn't it?
No.
Maya Angelou?
Yeah, it has been established in deep lore of Desperate Losers that Maya Angelou was the star of Spider-Man. Visco and Maya Angelou.
That's definitely Maya Angelou.
All right. Chris, did you have it first or did Visk have it first?
I guess I had it first. Sorry, guys.
Sherman Helmsley from Cat Guy Bob. That's an excellent guess. Exactly the kind of person who would be in Larry King 5's. It is the star of Spider-Man, Maya Angelou. Spider-Man herself. I like that there are infinite Spider-Verses, and that in one of them, Maya Angelou has got to be Spider-Man.
I know.
That's just science.
All right,
You
now
heard
let's
here
do
first.
8.
8. Taking a look. Taking a look. Oh no! Stu!
When we started the scratcher, we had no real idea what we'd find inside. As it turns out, we haven't found very much. Just that you're a fucking loser.
Stu! The end of this card. Ugh. That's a bummer. A bummer. Ah. But you know what? I'm in such a good mood. Scratch one more. Let's see one more.
All right, let's do 3.
Let's do 3.
The
What do you
Geraldo
got?
Scratcher
Ooh.
is by far the most detailed, picture-wise.
I mean, yeah, because he's our logo. You know, I worked a little extra hard on the Geraldo one. Oh, I don't know who this is. I'm not sure who this is.
I need to zoom in, but right now it's
I'll give you
looking
the
Kathy. Off the bat, I'm leaning Kathy Bates, but
Kathy
maybe not.
Bates. That's an excellent guess. I can't help you with this one. I have no answer for you because I don't know who this is.
Huh. Is she wearing glasses? I can't tell.
No.
Eyebrows.
These are just eyes. These are just eyes. It looks like there's like a little bit of a kind of like a mole situation going on above one eye, possibly. Maybe it could also be an eye ring. I don't know. I've got my guess, but the person I'm guessing, I don't think I have put in this game. Surprising myself
Can I get a little
today.
hair?
What do you
Can I
want?
get some more hair?
I'll give you a little bit more hair. Let's get a full screen too. Let's get the full effect. Ooh, that doesn't really help very much, does it?
No, it does. It's definitely not Kathy Bates now.
Yeah, it's not Kathy Bates anymore. Ooh, Jodie Foster. That's a good guess.
That is a great guess.
I think it's more likely to be Jodie Sweetin from Full House.
My guess before when we just had eyes was Jodie Foster, but I don't know if I've put her in this game. I maybe have, I maybe haven't. I don't really remember. Shifty's going Foster, Vis going Katie Holmes. Both of them, Jodie Foster, Katie Holmes, exactly the kind of person I would put into this game. But I don't remember who this is.
Yeah,
Visk, you want to go with... Visk, I need a definitive. Katie Holmes or Jodie Foster? Give me a definitive.
Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt, also great guess. Great guess. I'll tell you what.
Jodie Foster. A good one. Good guess.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's get in there. It is Jodie. Jeez, I had no memory of this.
All right, so those major points going to Sun King there.
Yeah, wow.
Actually,
Look at
oh, holy crap.
What's going on?
Sun King just racing up.
Should we take a look?
Not yet, because I have a few more people to get points to, but Sun King is going to be solidly knocking Pooh Stew out.
Whoa.
Unless, although Pooh, you also said Jodie Foster, so you get 10.
He gets 10
but not
on
as
that.
that's not what you need. It's not what you need.
Not what you need. Oh, I hate to have to rebuild another card with 4 other people, so let's just finish this card up. You know, everybody wants to see it, right? It doesn't really matter if you actually lose Larry King 5s. I mean, you get some more points if you win, but like it doesn't matter.
It's for everybody. It's a
It's
community
for everybody. Who gives a shit? Let's take a look. Let's see. So what do you want? You got 4 choices here. You got a 2, 4, 7, and a 9.
Hold on, I'm buffering. I'm gonna reload the page. I'm having an internet hiccup.
Ooh.
Sorry.
All right, that's all right.
One of the fun parts of living in the boonies, losing your internet.
Chris, who's your favorite person on this card so far? We got Prodigy Guy, Yahoo Serious.
I mean, listen, it's hard to pick between Gina Davis and Maya Angelou, but
Yeah, I'm going Spider-Man personally. For me, it's a hard pick between Prodigy Guy and Maya Angelou. 2 titans in their fields. You know, Maya Angelou, celebrated author. Prodigy Guy, celebrated wearer of tight pants.
Okay, we're back. Let's do 2.
2. Let's take a look. Can we see some eyes here? Ooh, there they are. Coily off to the side. Ooh, I think I know who this is. Coily was a good choice of words for this person. If this is who I think it is. Here's the full slice. Oh, Chris, wait. I'm gonna pause the game for just a moment because what is going on here?
It's Gina Davis doing archery tricks.
It's George Takei.
Oh, that's a great guess. Hold on. We're what the fuck is happening in this video? What is this video? Jesus Christ. God damn. All right. Well, I can't really argue with that. All right. Anyway, back to our game. You're saying George Takei for number 2. Anybody else on here? Ooh, bunch of rats got it too. I feel like that might have happened simultaneously. Any other guesses? Anybody want to ride the Takei train? If this is Takei, I'm going to say Poostu and bunch of rats are going to both take home the 20.
Sun King said it too.
No, Sun King got it first.
Sun King got it first. All right, so this is Sun King's train. Bon Appetit joining. Drew John joining. Let's get it in there. Feeling very Takei. I think it is. I think it is. It is George Takei! I'm still sticking with Maya Angelou. And or the Prodigy guy. You know, this Maya Angelou Prodigy guy conundrum, it sort of reminds me of something Susan Sontag said, which is that, you know, if she had to pick between Mozart and the Rolling Stones, she'd pick Mozart, but why pick? Why pick at all? You can have them both. You can have Prodigy guy, you can have Maya Angelou. Stu, where do you want to go?
Let's do 9.
9. Ooh. Such 90s eyes. Such 90s eyes.
Brandy. It's Brandy.
You're going Brandy. Visk also going Brandy. I feel like that one might have been simultaneous. Any other guesses out there in Streamy Land? Cat Guy getting on the train. Shifty getting on the train. This would be 20 for both Visk and Poostu. I'm seeing the braids. I'm seeing the smile. It is Brandy. Oh, we got another Rudy Rosa track playing.
Just points bonanza for everybody.
I know.
Great.
I mean, that's why you play Larry King 5s. For the points, for the camaraderie. This is like the most... I feel like today we've seen a real spectrum. I think that Wine Drunk is definitely the most antagonistic game we have to offer. And obviously, Larry King 5s is the most cooperative game we have to offer. 4 or 7.
Well, the thing is with Wine Drunk, if you're complaining about universal things that we can all agree suck, then you're getting points. It's not that antagonistic. It's a great game.
Shots fired! I like it. I love the Sammy Sosa-Mark McGuire rivalry. Although Shifty is very handily beating everybody in points, I want to remind everybody.
Let's do 4.
4. Ooh. These eyes are sideways.
Is it Christopher Lloyd?
That's a great guess. That's a great guess. Anybody want the Lloyd train? Or we have other answers out there. I'm getting creepy eyes from Visk. Gary Busey from Sun King. Excellent guess. Gary Busey is exactly the kind of person I would put in this game.
Ah, what's the movie he's in? Carnival?
What?
Carney with Gary
Yeah,
Busey.
Carney. Yeah. How do you feel about Gary Busey's acrostics, Chris?
His acrostics?
Yeah, do you not know that he does that? He he'll take a word like truth, and he'll be like, truth really stands for truly universal. I don't know. I don't have one off the top of my head, but he'll like take a word and then tell you what it means, and it's always an acrostic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm getting a lot of Buseys. Let's take a look.
Now that we're getting more hair, it might be
Yeah.
Busey.
No. It is Prodigy Guy. Although, earlier I said I wanted Gary Oldman to play Prodigy Guy in the movie, but I think that maybe Busey's a better pick. Busey might be a little old to play the role, but I want to see the Prodigy biopic. I want to see the Broadway musical. That's what I really want. And these are our last eyes of the day, and then we'll call it. Look at these smoldering eyes. Look at this intense gaze here.
Bad opera.
Look at this feathered 80s hair. Dylan,
Oh,
Sun
Bob-
King is saying.
Bob Dylan? It's Bob
That's-
Dylan.
You're going Dylan?
Yeah.
Any other guesses out there in Streamy Land? We all riding the Dylan train? Sun King very rarely fails. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But then again, Sun King could be wrong.
Is it Bob Ross?
For the answer to these steamy, smoldering eyes.
Ronald McDonald from
Ronald
Shifty Mark.
McDonald! I like it. Give Shifty 2 points just for that guess. It's not Ronald McDonald, but I like it. Bon Appetit's riding the Dylan train. Any other guesses out there before I do the big reveal? The big reveal on the final scratch of this episode of Desperate Losers. Drew John going Bob Ross. I'm going to go ahead and scratch it up, guys. I'm going to tell you this is not Bob Dylan, but this is someone who I hold in about as high regard as Bob Dylan. It is Muammar Gaddafi.
Awful.
There you have it. Your Larry King Fives for today. We saw the Prodigy Guy, we saw Julie Brown, we saw Yahoo Series, we saw Magic Johnson, Leslie Stahl, Gina Davis, George Takei, Jodie Foster, Maya Angelou, everyone's favorite Spider-Man, Celia Cruz, Muammar Gaddafi, Brandy, and Jerry.
You might want to take a look at that leaderboard because there's been a bit of an upset with
What?
through the chorus of Larry King Fives.
No. What? Sun King, number 2. Shifty
Whoa.
Merchant, number 3. 945.5 points. Pooh Stew, you're not far off.
Yeah, just a few points behind. It's going to be neck and neck between
I
those
know.
three for a while.
Yeah. Now, Avi didn't call in today, but still, very high on the board. Viz caught on his heels, though.
Wow,
a great day.
that is beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you for calling, Pooh Stew.
Yeah. Great show.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later. Well, Chris, I don't want to leave this card half scratched. Let's just knock it out before we go. What do you say?
All right.
Get 4 numbers in. This will be the end of the show.
All right, Cat, last
Get
last
Vacky in
numbers.
here. Last numbers. I need 4 of them. It's
I'm
double
going with
points.
some low numbers.
20 points on these now because of the Phyllis Diller bonus. Does the vacuum noise come out, Chris?
No, it's Zoom filters it out.
Wow. I'm seeing 5694 from us, all lows. 64, 4131, 1 from Cat Guy Bob Pooster with 11, 18, 122, 137, 20, 30. Bone Amputee, knock off one of those numbers. There's only 4 left to scratch. Let's take a look. We're getting those scratches in. Really Serial, 314, 439. But Shifty Merchant already complaining about his game. You know what? Get it in, Shifty. Complain about the game next time. Knocking off 30 for Bone Amputee. Let's take a look. Let's get it in there. First one's a 38. Chris, do we have a 38? It would have been 2,000 for us. We didn't get it, though.
New.
We're looking at another $2,000 prize. We're looking at a $500 prize. Let's take a look at the 50. It's a 15. Any 15s out there in the world?
We have a 40. Drew John.
Any 15s, Chris?
Yeah, Drew John. Can you hear me?
Oh, wait. I lost my audio. Hold on.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I have no audio. What just happened? What just happened? Stand by. I have no audio. I'm sure you guys are hearing me.
We are. I wonder if they can hear me. That's what I wonder.
Well, I feel like it's
we can
not
hear
loose
you.
wires. I've checked out all that. Not sure what happened. I'm going to scratch the rest of these and then I'll just end the show. I can't hear what's going on, Chris. So just award points as needed. It's 11 and it's 31. So nothing for us. Catch you all later. Thank you for watching. We'll find something cool to raid as we hit the end of the show.